Good morning, guys. It's your boy TOJ. I'm broadcasting live from the city of New Orleans, taking my morning walk. But let me tell you something. Miss me with that bullshit. I'm not buying Anthony Bourdain's suicide or his suicide attempt or the fact that, first and foremost, his family members. I don't know if he has a wife or kids, but I don't take the suicide lightly because, unfortunately, if it was a legitimate suicide, then yeah, I feel sorry for the kids because the kids have to live without a father. Any father, for the most part, if you're a real man, there's always the coward's way out. And suicide is always a coward's way out. But the rash of celebrity suicides, that's the angle I'm not buying. There's no way you're going to convince me that this rash of celebrity suicides is not coincidental or is not some kind of conspiratorial angle to look at it. You look at Chris Cornell, this man has, from Soundgarden, this dude got fans up the ass. And I'm more than positive some kind of way this dude get fan mail and email and greeting cards that give this guy encouragement. As an artist myself, I get buku text messages and orders of artwork and people who send me pictures of my artwork in their houses. I have 2 kids, and yes, my kids are assholes. I got 1,000 issues with the baby mama, but I'm nowhere near to the point where I can't see my kids. I see my kids every weekend. My older son lives with me, and I do get money issues where I get, not really depressed, but I get, angry because I work outside. So if it's a bad weather day, then I can't work. But as you can see, it's Tomato Fest. I got a little bit of money saved up. It's hurricane season, so I physically work outside. But the point I'm making is, you have the lady with the handbag who just committed suicide. Robin Williams committed suicide. Chris Cornell, who I mentioned earlier, committed suicide. The guy from Lincoln Park, and poor Scott Weiland. I don't know if his overdose was intentional, but Scott Weiland is the one person who I can tell you whose suicide I believe. His overdose I believe, because I remember him giving an interview, and I actually met Scott Weiland maybe about 3 years ago at Voodoo Fest. And I just met him walking around the French Quarter. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but out here, a lot of celebrities just roam around and get into shit. I met Lenny Kravitz, I met Brad Pitt. I done met who else? Fucking John Legend. I took 2 pictures with Scott. Oh my God, I feel so fucking. What's the dude's name? I see his name every day. The fucking Lee man who made Spike Lee. There we go. So but these guys, man, they have like vacation homes. I see these dudes chilling out here all the time. So to sit there and say that the rash of celebrity suicides is some bullshit with it, bro. I'm sorry. I can't really, I'm gonna say this. I do understand if you somebody like a person who lost an album contract, or Warner Brothers or some crazy conglomerate got all of your publishing and you dead broke, I can kind of sort of smell that. But if you're in a situation where you are Anthony Bourdain, you traveling the world, and yes, sometimes you might sit in a trailer on a set for 15 hours just to record a 30-minute video, but that's only once out of your week. But this man is not in a position where he's such an alcoholic or such a drug addict. And mind you, I don't know the man's personal business, but I used to be in the entertainment business, and I'm telling you what I know. You always have a choice to quit the job or just walk the fuck off. Anytime you're one of those really weird dudes and you on a tour bus with a bunch of dope heads or whatever, at any minute you can get off the bus and just get on the nearest Greyhound or the nearest airport, sneak your ass off the property, get a plane and fly the fuck home. If you got the mind about you. But I'm only talking about little kids, like the groupie girls who get passed around like a plate of food. But even them groupie girls are so inclined to to turn up and to come up, they kind of already sneaky when they get into a certain situation. But all these celebrities, man, that's committing suicide are all established people. These are not motherfuckers on the bottom row, fighting for crumbs. These are like guys in the early to late 50s or shit, even the 60s. If Morgan Freeman committed suicide tomorrow, I would definitely call bullshit on Morgan Freeman. The man got too much to live for. He arrogant as a motherfucker. Bill Cosby committing suicide, I wouldn't buy that. Really, any celebrity at this point committing suicide who has not had a stellar career, I wouldn't buy it. You got all these dudes, man, at the top of their fucking game, and you're gonna go out like that. If it's an overdose, yes, but an intentional, wrapping a fucking tie around my neck with all these motherfuckers you got kissing your ass every day, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, bro, yes, it is a truism, and it is a fact, that for the most part, people who do commit suicide, if you do the math, a lot of those guys don't show any symptoms of being depressed. I had a friend of mine, he had a barbecue, we had a pool party, and the same day he went straight to the house and blew his brains out. But he wasn't a guy who we had a kumbaya, situation with, where we would sit on the porch and talk about love and support every day. He wasn't that kind of dude. He was just a class clown. But the reason I bring this shit up about the celebrities is that these celebrities have, fans. They got books. They have websites. They have email. They got fan mail. So you have levels of, support all around you. Most of these guys have assistants. I don't even have an assistant. These guys have secretaries. They have agents. You know what I'm saying? Now they got brothers. They have uncles. They have cousins. For the most part, Eddie Griffin and all these other guys who get out and about and they do comedy or they talk or whatever, or even George Carlin for that matter. These guys, even comedians, as depressed as some comedians may seem, comedians love to talk shit. Your defense mechanism, as well as mine, is to get on YouTube and just talk a lot of shit. Good shit, but not dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Now it's well thought out, and it's sensical shit. So I'm about to get off this thing, man. I was just taking my morning walk. I'm out of breath. I'm trying to lose some of this weight, man. But yeah, man, hit like, share, and subscribe. If you know any of the details, man, if you know anything about Anthony Bourdain, if you have Kitchen Confidential, or you've met the man, please leave a comment below, or any condolences, man. That's my thoughts and my opinions. You can go to theopinionjunkie.com, go to artbyrico.com, that's artbyricco.com, hit like, share, and subscribe, and when you subscribe, hit the alert bell.